If you've got £1,000 in your bank account right now, this video could be the turning point for your financial journey. Most people would let that money just sit in their bank account and pennies and interests or waste it without a plan. But because you're seeing this video, that won't be you. If I had £1,000, these are the 5 things that I would do to set myself up for long-term success. And I want you to note this 1,000 is not tied to anything. It's not money for rent or for groceries. I would just assume it's something I have put together over time. And yeah, this is how I would spend it. I think the first thing I would do is I will start to build my emergency fund if I don't have already. If I don't have at least 500 to 1,000 set aside for emergencies, that will be my first priority because I know life happens. Car repairs, job loss, medical bills. Having this cash buffer will stop me from relying on credit card or loans when things go wrong. And I will use a high interest savings account, not a regular current account. And God forbid that I don't shop around for good rates. I will check Moneybox, Barclays, Monzo. I'll check everything, just to get good rates. And because I'm a Muslim, I would specifically look for Sharia compliant banks with the most returns. So the goal here is to start building your emergency fund, even if it is 500, just put it in an easily accessible account, but not too tempting to touch. You make sure you don't touch it. It's strictly for emergencies. So out of my 1,000, I'll put 500 in here. The second thing I would do, if I am carrying high interest debt, like credit cards, like overdrafts, I would use some of this money to pay it down. I know a credit card balance of say 1,000 at 24% interest rates could cost you hundreds in a year. So I will reduce this. I will put say £200 here. And I know this may be small compared to the total debt that I have, but hey, it's something. And I am avoiding paying 25% interest on that particular amount. So that's a good decision. The third thing I would do is I would start investing. Because I know the earlier I start investing, the better. I won't wait until I have a lot of money. The fact that the little that I can put away now will grow is reassuring. So I'll put £100 in stocks and shares ISA. I'll put it in index funds that can compound over time. And if this is my first time, this would act as a motivation for me to always put some money into investing every month. If I do not feel confident or if I feel I don't have enough knowledge to start, I would invest £50 into learning about investing. I would buy personal finance books, take a course, learn how the stock market works. There are a couple of books out there you can buy. You can buy I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. You can buy How to Handle Money by Kia Commodore. You can buy The Psychology of Money. I actually think you should start from here. You can buy The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Just invest that £50 into something that would help improve your understanding about money, about investments. And then the next one I would put some money into is investing in myself. Because I know when I grow my knowledge, when I improve on my skills, my income ceiling rises, my earning capability rises. So I will look for skills that are high in demand in my industry. I'll probably take a short course. It could be online, it could be in person, it could be a weekend workshop. I will just make sure that some of this money goes into developing a skill that is high in demand. I know there are free courses everywhere, Coursera, Udemy, Google certifications and all those things. I can do that, but if I don't get a free one, I would spend a little of my money, let's say £100 into this, because I know that if I invest this, it would grow, my earning muscle, because I know something that maybe others don't know. And as an immigrant, we have to continuously improve on ourselves. It is important because that's what will help us compete confidently in this country. So I'll put £100 here. So lastly, I will set aside £100 just for me. You see, having financial discipline is not self deprivation. You're not depriving yourself of the good things of life. I personally don't even like a tight budget. I try to put some money aside for, I call it feel good funds. And I am free to spend it on anything, that I want. If I am not even able to buy what I want in 1 month, I would keep that money aside and save up, to that amount that I need to be able to get that my feel good item. So £100 out of this 1,000, I am definitely keeping it somewhere. And this just reminds me, I'm not just working to survive. I am working, to also enjoy my life. And it's also for me a reward for my discipline. When you reward yourself, for the discipline, you are more likely to stay consistent and avoid, that burnout. So I would definitely put £100 that. The truth is, £1,000 will make you rich overnight, but it can't be the foundation for becoming financially secure, debt-free, and eventually wealthy. So, emergency fund is the first one. You pay off any toxic debt, you start investing, you invest in yourself, and of course, you also save for that feel-good fund. If you're thinking, how do I even understand all this ISAs? I keep hearing about stocks ISA, invest in stocks ISA, and I really don't know what this is about. I have a video that you should watch next, and I will see you there.